everyone, and thank you so much for choosing to listen to Niesa's podcast. Yes, Niesa is me, and I am so excited for season 2 today. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I've been waiting all fall for season 2. It makes no sense. Like the end of season 1, I literally was about to cry because I'm like, I gotta give myself a break, but I wanna do it, I wanna keep doing it. So I gave myself a break. I was supposed to start again when winter starts, and I think it's in another week, but I was like, I gotta get this podcast done. We gotta start. So today is going to be more of, a background of what I've been doing and everything that I've been feeling, from the things that I've been doing, because I've honestly been doing a lot. I'm doing music, podcast, motivation of the day, and eventually something else will come up and then something else. And I'm honestly loving my progress and the process right now of mine. So today it's going to be more of, like I said, me and my feelings and everything that I've been doing. So let's get started. Where do I start? Where do I start? Like, honestly, where do I start? I'll just start by saying that I did a podcast because I do motivation of the day, and when I post it on social media, it's only like a snippet and it's only small parts of the motivation of the day. And I did a podcast to basically go in depth about motivation of the days and all that stuff. That was season 1, and I could still do that this season, but I'm trying to do something different. I'm trying to figure out my niche in podcasting also, to where I won't be all over the place, So I want people to take my motivation as something that literally motivates them. Okay, I don't just say my motivation just to say it, or just for content, or just for likes, or I literally experienced some of my motivation that I literally say on the motivation of the day, and the way that I learned from it, not a lot of people will learn the same way, but I try to give that, that feeling, and I try to say it to where people can understand it and grasp onto it and apply it to their daily life. Okay? Because I am such a positive person, and I love to see people happy, and I just feel like I want to help people in my own way. Okay? That's literally why I have my own business, okay, called R.O.S.E Music Official. Okay, so let's just talk about R.O.S.E Music Official for a second. R.O.S.E Music Official is my business where I talk to people about their lives and make songs from their stories, okay? I've done that already, and basically to test it out, and it works like crazy, okay? To where I didn't even see, I'm speechless, because this is a business that I never heard of, that other people never heard of. Like, I literally went to the mall one time and excuse me, I was walking around and I was passing out my business cards that I had at the time, and I asked this lady, hey, have you ever heard of somebody talking to you about your life and making a song about it, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, no, I never heard it. And then as I continue to ask, nobody heard about this before. So I'm like, okay, well, I got something good, but also it's hard because nobody's done it before and nobody's heard of it before. So I'm kind of starting literally from scratch with R.O.S.E Music, because man, I really am. But I love it. And excuse me, oh my gosh. So I talked to multiple people about their lives, right? And my goal is to make you feel that emotion that you were feeling at the time. And it's also to help you push through that emotion, because there's a lot of emotions that I'm going to talk about this season. Okay? And they might be mine, they might be somebody else's. It's just a lot that I'm going to talk about because I just feel like it's much needed. There's a lot of people out there that need to hear, certain things and know that you're not alone when experiencing certain feelings and emotions. Okay? When I talk to people about their lives, I literally want to hear about your life. And I just think it's very interesting how I can take what you said and turn it into a song. I shock myself sometimes. Y'all know how y'all shock? I don't know if other people experience that, but there's a lot that I do that I just shock myself. My performances. Wow. My performances. Okay, so let's back up a little bit. I started performing the end of last year, right? And man, I was nervous to get on that stage for the first time. That was literally the first time I ever got on a stage, and it changed me for the good. It's like, oh my gosh, my mind is just all over the place because the feelings that I were experiencing, I'm like, I'm on stage and I'm like, okay, I gotta push my voice out. Okay, people are looking at me. People are watching me, sing. And I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna just follow along with my song. Man, oh my gosh. Literally, I don't even know what a video is, but when I find it, I'm gonna post it again. But the feeling was, it was like a yes. Like I did it. I got on stage for the first time. That has been my dream to do. I've always wanted to be on stage, always wanted a microphone in front of my face and a crowd cheering for me. And I'm gonna tell you, I got that. I literally got that. It was this one performance where that I did that literally like most of my family showed up for. And when I got done with that song, they all, like, everybody in there stood up and cheered for me. And I was like, yes, this is what I want to do. I'm showing y'all what I want to do. The feeling was so like unreal. I cried on stage. I'm just like, they're like, encore, encore. And I'm like, wow. I really, excuse me. That's why I said these are real feelings. It's okay. Whew, shoot. So that just lets you know that I'm not gonna stop. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. I am not giving up. There are times that get hard. These times get hard. I'm not kidding. There are times where I'm just sitting there like, dang, should I go perform today? Or it's a lot of emotions. It's a lot of emotions that I feel. So I do motivation of the day, I do the podcasting, and I do music and I perform. So I love what I'm doing. I really do. I want to talk about real quick how I am today versus how I was in the past. So like this episode is just gonna talk about me, you know. I was very shy. I was very inconsistent. The only thing I was consistent with was school. Okay. Like literally. I was very inconsistent. I was very I had low self-esteem really bad. And I was very closed in and bottled up all of my feelings. You know, it's just it was just a lot of working with myself, you know. So I feel like the thing that I learned this year, was to be consistent, literally, because I would go to, you know, different hobbies. You know, it's like when I first started music, I was like 13 and I would write the song, I would sing it, and I don't want nobody to hear it. Because I was like, okay, well, this is just for me. I'm just gonna make the song for me. Nobody can hear it. I'll just keep it for me forever. And nobody knew I could sing. Nobody knew I could sing. So I literally came a long way because I had so much low self-esteem with my voice, with like everything. So the low self-esteem, I worked on that. Okay? As you can see today, I feel great and I love myself and I love who I am and I love what I'm doing. I love where I'm at. All of that. I love it. I love myself. And I'm not afraid to admit it. I love myself. I really, truly, honestly do. It took a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie, it took a lot of work. It did. But I just had to be patient with myself. And I had to continue to grow with myself. The consistency, oh my gosh. Like I said, the only thing I was consistent with is school, and I had hobbies. I did jewelry, and I still want to make jewelry. Okay, I'll do that a little later, but right now I'm focusing on something else. But I feel like the hobbies that I had were stopping me from making music, and I was okay with not coming back to music for a long time. I was okay with literally letting music just sit right there because I had so many insecurities, so many feelings and emotions that were stopping me from making music. Fear itself. Back then I had so much fear of getting on stage. I didn't want nobody to hear me. I didn't want nobody to look at me. I didn't want nobody to stare at me. No, I had fear. I had fear of doing a lot of things. And it honestly hurts this day. It hurts that I had fear back then, but I understand why I had fear and why I needed to experience fear, because it got me to where I am today, okay? So fear is like, fear holds you back. It like grabs a hold of you and like brings you down, keeps you down, all of that. It stops you, it blocks all your opportunities and everything. And one day I was like, I'm done. I am done. I am done. I am not gonna sit here and continue to let fear hold me down, stop me. I am done. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard with letting fear. It's hard. It's hard. Because there were times that I wanted to give up. Not gonna lie. There were times I wanted to give up. And I feel like during this journey, it taught me a lot about myself. I don't want to give up. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep going. And that's the most important part. Once you start, don't stop. Don't stop. Why stop? Remember why you started in the first place. Okay? Remember why you started in the first place. Self-esteem, inconsistency, all of that. I feel like my consistency is important to me. Most definitely, because I learned that this year. I definitely learned that this year. I'm constantly posting on social media. I will, put the links or, the accounts in the description. I'm not sure how it works yet. It's my first video podcast / recording podcast or whatever, but it's just I'm consistent with everything I'm doing right now. The music, motivation, posting. Like, you really have to train your mind to be consistent. I never knew what consistent was until this year. And I never knew why it was so important until this year. And I see that it gets me far. I have a lot of people that support me. And heart to you. Thank you so much. I love it. Literally. Don't get me crying again, girl. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Okay. It's like my motivation is based on, and my podcast. Basically, everything that I do is legit. It's real. Because my motivation is based on the things that I experienced during the day. Or the things that I experienced last week, or something somebody said to me. Basically, real life. I just take it and I say it to you. In my own way. I don't just say it to you like, hey, stay up, or hey, shine, or hey, stay positive. There's a reason for all of that, you guys. Like, there's literally a reason why you have to keep your head up, or why you have to never give up. There's a reason. I don't know why I want to cry right now, but I am so thankful for everything. Thank you. Thank you all so much. I am thankful for everything. My progress. So let's talk about where I am right now. Right now, I am doing season 2 podcast. But right now, R.O.S.E Music Official it's at a standstill. I'm gonna be honest. It's at a standstill because I'm trying to still figure out how I want it to work and all of that. And I'm actually, you guys, I'm working on my voice to make it better. I am working on my voice to make it better. So R.O.S.E Music Official is at a standstill, and I'm okay with that. It needs to be at a standstill right now. Trust and believe it's gonna come back. Maybe 10 times better. That's the thing. You don't want to like stop and then never go back to it, because once you stop, you're more likely not to go back to it. But your mentality, you got to keep it locked in. Because I'm going back to it. Look, it's still here. It ain't going nowhere. I'm just working on my voice, motivation of the day, the podcast. Man, you got to acknowledge yourself, and you have to be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of everything that you've accomplished. Be proud. Okay? The things that you didn't accomplish that you wanted to accomplish, don't worry about that right now. What did you accomplish? Be proud. Okay? Oh my gosh. Thank you all so much. This was a great first podcast back, season 2. I'm sorry, I'm about to cry again. But literally season 1, I learned a lot from season 1. I did season 1 to like basically warm up, and it was really good. I really loved doing the podcast. This is actually, I'm loving this. And just find something that you love to do and stay consistent, continue to do it, grow, prosper, never give up, keep your head up. And honestly, if you follow me, if you watch me, I will continue to say all of this for the rest of my life, because that is what I live by. Okay, stay positive, and I hope you all have a great rest of your week. You will hear me next Saturday. Thank you all so much for your love and support.